Hey there guys, it's Metro and we are back. And in this episode, we're paying off something that I've been working on for a long time now. I'm really happy with what we've done. We've done a lot, okay? We have finished the Anixia questline, okay? I have it completely done. It is not going to be like the original one. I don't know, I didn't really spend too much time digging into that whole thing, but yeah, it is not going to be like the original one, and I'm going to tell you why as we do it. So let's head back. Yeah, I hearthed. I don't know why I was here. I was confused. I hearthed just to make it easier to get out of the dungeon, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we're going to go back and do the rest of the quest line in this episode, and then hopefully do this potion quest line as well. I'm sure we should have time for both. It's going to be a lot of travel probably, but outside of that, it's not really much. So yeah, last episode we finished the jailbreak stuff, which I had overhauled. I was disappointed with that part of the quest line, but the part that I unfortunately don't have access to on the server is not disappointing. Unfortunately, yeah, it's quite good, and there's one part that we weren't able to replicate. So do I still have it up? No, I closed it, but yeah, I watched some videos on it. Honestly, if you've somehow never done it, well, yeah, maybe you've never done it. It's really, really, really good, and what I'm going to offer you guys here today on this server is not it, unfortunately. But there's only really one part that I feel like is absent, and that is this great interaction with Marshal Windsor when he enters the city. Basically, originally you go to Stormwind and you summon him. It's like some script, I guess, runs. I don't really understand how that works at all. Can't figure that part out. He's summoned, and you walk with him through the city of Stormwind. I don't know how much dialogue and stuff there is throughout it, but one thing I know for sure that there is interaction with him and whoever the guy that you turn the Ani head into is. I don't remember the name, but yeah, he's right out front. And there's like quite a long dialogue there. And they talk about, it's actually not that well written, to be honest. It's just cool. But yeah, they talk about basically the idea that something needs to be done and that he's going to do it, and he's going to lay his life down to do it, and that the people behind him, us, the players, are helping him. So it's actually a very interesting questline because this character that we've been messing with and saved from jail and everything, he's actually the hero of this storyline. Now, ultimately, he accomplishes very little because all he does is unfortunately just die. He kind of just suicides. Yeah, he doesn't accomplish anything really. Unfortunately, the story's kind of weird. The quest line is cool, but it's like a very weird ending. So I felt like I wanted to give him a better ending. Once I read this and saw this play out, I was like, no, that's ridiculous. He literally just suicides, and she just walks out. Ani just walks out. So I don't like that. We got a different ending for him, so we're gonna go ahead and show that off here today. But it does mean, yeah, we'll talk more. You look exhausted, Metro. Perhaps you should have a seat by the fire and relax. Okay, we have to choose a reward. Doesn't matter. We also get that trinket, which is interesting. Let's take a look at that real quick. I didn't have any procs on it, so that's useless. What did we get? We got a weapon with... Ooh, that's a lot of stamina. 24 stamina. Okay, let's get rid of those items. And then we'll continue. So this is all new now from... Well, it's not new, it's just changed. Simply amazing. So we're telling him the whole story now. At this point, we come back. Yeah, we're telling him the whole story about what just happened. Including about... Well, I guess he probably already knew about his capture and everything. But yeah, he's getting caught up now on the fact that we found these items in the dungeon that are incredibly important. And he was basically like totally despondent up until we found them. And now we found them, and it's like changed the whole perspective. Simply amazing. Windsor stormed through here not 5 minutes ago. He makes some grand claims, but purports that they are supported by his evidence. He's on his way to his childhood home now. Home. Okay, let's quickly fix that. That's unfortunate. We might have to make some changes. I thought I had done all the proofreading, but... Okay, so the quest is called Stormwind Rendezvous, right? Yeah. Okay. We won't be fixing it for this episode, but I guess you have to type the whole in. Oh. There we go. Okay. Childhood home. Done. Alright, so just pretend that's fixed. Not gonna crash the server just for that. He's on his way to his childhood home now, outside of Stormwind, so this has changed. Those tablets he found were believed to be a cipher at first. Well, he found out what they really are. What Windsor is about to unveil will shake the very foundation of the kingdom. Okay. So that's it for Maxwell's involvement. But yeah, so originally the quest is like he's outside the gates of Stormwind, and I think he even says the same thing, but there's maybe some other stuff saying like, all right, go assemble an army or something like that. There's a lot that I cut out because it's not going to happen. But yeah, now we get to Hearth, I guess. Save a few seconds or minutes or whatever it would be. And we're going to go to his childhood home, which I made up. Like, I mean, it's not real, but it's really an interesting location that I think is the perfect ending, the perfect place for this. Oh, yeah, so that's weird. Wait, did I do something wrong here? It's showing to finish it here. That was just on the map. You know, it's weird because that's there. But, yeah, here's the character. This is who you're supposed to talk to. The tale of your deeds will be told throughout the gates. Perhaps one day a statue of you will stand amongst the heroes of Stormwind. Yeah, no, it won't happen. But there is a statue of Turalion, right? Is this the one? Oh no, that's Daneth Trollbane. Is there not a statue of Turalion? Oh, yeah, here it is. General Turalion, former lieutenant to Lord Anduin Lothar, Knight of the Silver Hand, High General of the Alliance expedition that marched into the Orc homeworld of Draenor, presumed deceased. For some reason, in Troll, I guess, or what is that, Elvish. By blood and honor, you were the right hand of justice and virtue, old friend. Your name will be honored in our halls always. Lord Uther, the Lightbringer, Knight of the Silver Hand. Not really sure, like, Uther was here in Stormwind, really? But anyway, yeah, there's some connection here, okay? And I actually really like this idea to keep this character and his story going. So, yeah. I don't know where I even got all this, but yeah, I think it was said somewhere. Oh yeah, it's said in the original quest line. Oh yeah, it's that conversation with the NPC I was just describing in the front of Stormwind. They talk about serving under General Turalion together. So I had an interesting idea. I had an idea that we can somehow connect this storyline to TBC content. Because there is Black Dragon stuff in TBC, right? There's actually a good amount of it. And the way I decided to come up with it is to have, instead of this character, oh, we're going the wrong way. Instead of this character being in some way related to Turalion, not that he is or isn't, I don't like have any, yeah, there's no confirmation on that really, but instead, it's his father. His father served in the First and Second War. And we'll see. We'll read it all here. But yeah, anyway, TLDR, I really want there to be a connection and this character to mean something to this universe and not just die randomly. It's actually such a crazy ending. This questline actually is kind of disappointing. Like, it's kind of sad how it ends. It goes through this, like, really legendary walk through Stormwind. And also, he keeps bringing up Karazhan, which I have no fucking idea why. The only thing I could think of is it was meant to somehow translate into Karazhan's story that just doesn't exist in Classic. I don't know. I have no idea why Karazhan gets brought up. But, yeah. So, obviously not happening. So, instead of Karazhan, let's connect it to some other TBC content. Yeah, like I said, we'll come to that in a second here. But, I don't know. It just seems like a really important character. Like, up there with, like, I feel like it's really up there with any other Alliance character, like any other human character that's played in this game, played out in this game, you know what I mean? Because he knows everything. Like, he knows that Ani has manipulated the kingdom to the point where he should know that she also kidnapped Varian and that she's like the source of all the problems. You know what I mean? That the dragons are the source. So I wanted that to be evident. I don't want the character to just like randomly like cuz think about it. Well, if you've ever seen the way it plays out, when you get to this like the actual RP event that happens, Ani is revealed because of something he does. It's not really clear on what he does, to be honest. I guess like the tablets that he has somehow reveals her. But anyway, it's revealed that she's Ani, and then she just literally one-shots him. Like, she just one-shots him, and he dies. So all of that was for nothing, basically. But anyway, let's keep in the present here. So we are here at the location. I wish that there was a way to not know where I was going, because this would be a crazy cool location. But if you're not aware, this is a pretty interesting location in Classic, because there's this box here. Okay, now this box, I've changed what it is and what it isn't, but this box is here in Classic in 1.12 and like, you know, actual Blizzard Classic. And it's for some depreciated quest that it was originally part of a warrior quest line. But this has actually continued to scrape the minds of people who are confused by it. Like up to this day, if you look at this chest's Wowhead page, there are still people confused by what it is and debating whether its purpose still existed. Now, I don't know if they ever did anything with maybe Season of Discovery or something, but regardless, it was totally untouched. So this is a great example of what I've always wanted to do, was to use content like this that is already in the game and make it better. And make it whole, I guess, you know? So that is exactly what we are doing here. We are wrapping up a story or a loose end that has already existed and tying in a crazy, cool, new legendary story. So everything that you see from here on out is new. I completely rewrote this part of the story, and these are all new quests. So he was there in the, the jail cell. We said we were going to meet him at this, location of Marshall Maxwell. But when we got there, he wasn't there. Why? It wasn't explained very well in the original questline, so I've elaborated on it. I'm sorry I had to rush off, but I finally figured out what the missing piece of all this was. The tablets I had found seemed like intelligence we needed to decode when I found them. I sat there in that cell all the time trying to think through the process in my head. But it was only once I got back to Marshall Maxwell and saw what had been happening in my absence that it all made sense. Meaning that, like, he hadn't been in the zone for a while, you know what I mean? But now he's like, oh shit, there's dragons everywhere. The Dark Irons thought these tablets to be encoded. This is not any form of coding. It is a tongue of ancient dragon. The tablets showed direct communication between the Black Dragonflight and the orcs of the Black Rock. It seems the Dark Irons intercepted them and are embroiled in a civil war for the mountain. And in order to help leverage their war, the Black Dragonflight has been infiltrating the kingdoms of the Alliance. As you have no doubt ascertained by now, Lady Prester is Onyxia, brood of Deathwing, twin to the Tyrant of the Spire, Nefarian. For too long, she has held our kingdom in her captivating gaze. Even the High Lord is controlled by her trickery, a puppet. It all ends today. The spell will be broken, and this ransacked old home is the key. Well, this is the key, but what's left behind is what it's but what's left behind is what's important. Okay, so we've been given the key. Opens the legacy of James Windsor. What do we do with said key? Are you ready to change the course of the Alliance? Yes. The key I gave you was my father's, James Windsor. He fought alongside the sons of Lothar and followed General Turallion beyond this world. This chest of his was all that was left of him. For so many years I had left it untouched, not knowing the contents of it. I opened it today, and now I wish I hadn't waited. The chest contains two things, one of which was his diary, detailing his time during the Second War fighting the orcs. In that log, he detailed regular run-ins with the Black Dragonflight, and he seemed to be aware of the plans they were brewing even then. He said it was always their intention to manipulate Stormwind, and that they likely had begun doing it after the city's sack during the First War. He said that they used medallions to tap the minds of humans, so that they can see and know what they know. He said that they have tried to control the then young Prince Varian Rin in that same way, but failed due to the medallion being shattered by Anduin Lothar when they reached the shores of Lordaeron. As soon as I heard our king's name mentioned, I connected the dots. The black dragonfly are behind everything this kingdom has suffered through. But as I said, Metro, there was a second item in the chest. Open it now and bring that to me. Okay. Opening the chest with the key we just got. Both are required. Here comes the quest's ultimate moment. Fragment of the dragon eye. So this is the item that for some reason, like, I don't even really understand it. Again, I've never done the quest, but I just watched a video of it. He goes into the, like, throne room or whatever. He gets one shot. Like, fucking, she just leaves. Like, literally, she just leaves. He dies for absolutely nothing, it seems like. Other than exposing her, I guess. Like, that's useful, but we could have did that without him dying. So he dies, and then on his like deathbed, like his last words or whatever, his final words are, use the eye or something like that. And so then Bolvar realizes that he has been being manipulated, actually really mind controlled, and he gives you this item, and the quest continues from there, and it's meant to be that you are now on a whole different trajectory with the quest line. And so I'm going to capture that essence here without him dying and feeling like he was a total waste of time because we spent so much time looking for him and helping him. Do you have it? Good, thank you. I dare not touch it, knowing what it can do. My father was there during these events and, for whatever reason, had the wherewithal to take the shattered medallion. But make no mistake, it is shattered and useless to us now. You must find another of dragon blood willing to assist you in forging a new key. Once you secure this key, you must travel to the Worm Bog in Dustwallow Marsh. It is there that you will find her lair, Metro. It is there that you must attack her to preserve the lives of those in Stormwind. Where to find other flights willing to help? Sadly, I do not know. My father's diary only mentions their existence, and that the flights have become rivals with one another. Some may even work and live among us, disguised as one of the humanoid races. I wish you luck, Metro. The fate of the kingdom is in your hands now. It's time for me to finally enter retirement. Okay, so a lot of that I just copy and pasted. There was bits and pieces that if you're like super familiar with what actually goes on in that quest line, you will recognize those words because I didn't change everything. In fact, most of that quest was the same. It just, instead of coming from Bolvar after Marshall Maxwell dies, or Marshall Windsor dies, it comes from him. He's not going to die. So, yeah, anyway, I think that was good. I think I really liked the outcome of that. Let me know if you guys think it was good too, or if I can change anything. But yeah, I really liked it, and I think it encapsulates the fact that this is an important character. His father was important as well, and that we may see that man in the future. And I have this in my head. I haven't made anything yet, obviously, but yeah, I can easily see a new quest line being added. The father is in Outland somewhere, and a new quest line is added from him to potentially continue on the story somehow. I don't know how, but I don't know. We'll see. Because Ani is not going to be killed in this playthrough, in this part of this playthrough, because Ani is now a wrath thing. So, yeah. I don't know how to handle that from here on out. There's still more to do, by the way. Like, we're not done with the actual quest line yet, but we're not going to actually be able to go and kill Ani at level 60 because she's level 80, so I don't know. Don't know how else to take, like, where to take that next. But I realized that there's a lot going on here, and I felt like it was a really cool idea to continue with it. Is there a flight path here? I thought they added a flight path here in Wrath, but that might not be until later. Don't see one. Don't think they would. So let's just quickly fly to Lakeshire. Although I probably should have just gone back into Stormwind, but... So now we gotta go to Winter Spring. Okay, so the quest is like actually quite vague. This was not me. I didn't do this, by the way. This is them doing this. This is Blizzard doing this. Some may even work and live among us, disguised as one of the humanoid races. I don't know what the fuck that's about. I tried looking if anybody knows anything about what that is meant to mean. It seems very intentional. But I guess it might just simply be the fact that the character that you turn into is actually humanoid. But yeah, there's posts, very few posts, but there are posts on the actual page for this that talk about the character went to see all the other humanoid dragons like Chromie and other characters, and none of them have any like dialogue or interesting stuff happening. So I don't know what that is, to be honest. But yeah. Oh yeah, I still have it up, don't I? Yeah, out of curiosity, I visited Aetherius, Valen, Chromie, and Velarok Windblade. I don't know who all these guys are, but anyway, let's fly back to Stormwind real quick. Is that the right place to go? Yeah, we'll go to Stormwind. Anyway, Aetherius, that's the guy in the cave that we were... Yeah, that's the guy we were going to make more Sunken Temple content with. Valen. I don't know what this is. I have no idea who that character is. Chromie we obviously know, and Velarok Windblade. Oh, that guy. Yeah, so there's... Oh. He was originally named Caleron. He was named after Alec Afrasiabi's first character in EverQuest, a rogue named Caleron. Well, anyway. None of those characters seem to have any impact on it. So it seems weird that Blizzard included that little tidbit there because it doesn't seem like it matters. And so if it didn't matter, and there was no like actual lead in to figure out what this is and how to do this, this is probably the first real like secret of WoW. Like, you know how now they design secrets because they know the community is gonna data mine everything. Well, back then there was no data mining, at least my knowledge there wasn't. So you would have to like just, it even says it. Can you see that, or is the webcam blocking it? Yeah, you can see it. You must search the world for a being capable of restoring the power to the fragment of the dragon's eye. The only information you possess about such a being is that they exist. So what the hell is that? That's the first... Well, I don't know. Maybe there's a lower level quest, but this has got to be one of the first true, like, actual mysteries in WoW, right? I have no idea how you would figure this out. Like, this is actually insane how you would figure this out. It makes no sense. Also, maybe we should do some crafting while we're here. Do we ever... It was like no new stuff, right? But yeah, let's go ahead and take a little diversion. Because we do have a lot of materials. We got to be able to make something useful. We can definitely make some of this stuff. It's just like, yeah, kind of bad though. It's like without the blue items, might not even be worth crafting anything. Those, well, we have no leather, do we? Actually, yeah, I think we do. We put leather in our bank, didn't we? Or did I take it all out and use it already? Yeah, I guess I don't have any. Well, I don't know that we have even anything to craft. Okay, I mean like that item. No, it's not even better. Yeah. I guess our days of crafting are over, I don't know. We'll hang on to all the materials, but yeah, I don't think there's even anything to craft. Maybe a weapon, but I doubt it because yeah, we really would need to go into like deep into blacksmithing. And then there would obviously be some things to craft. Yeah, anyway, I debated on where I was going to put him. And I felt like that was the right location just because there's actually like, you know, and so the guy doesn't have a dad, right? Like he's not normally a character in the universe that we live in. So since the box is James or whatever, I just made that his name, you know. I think that's cool. I don't know, I'm really happy with how that played out, and I think it's a cool opportunity to, you know, actually carry it on into the future. This is going to take us where? This is going to take us to Darnassus, right? Which is fine. Won't be too long of a flight. But yeah, anyway, we're going to Winter Spring. I don't know if that was obvious. This quest takes place in Winter Spring in that like crazy ass cave filled with dragons. So we're going to go through all that and get started and make sure that works because I am a little... I assume it does. I don't think there's any reason why I wouldn't. But there's like this weird little teleportation thing that has to happen for you in order to be able to go into the area you're supposed to go to. So I don't think that's exclusive to this quest line. I assume it's not, but I've never done it before. So, never been in this cave before. I think it was in here. There's a quest line in here in actual like retail WoW, like in Cata Plus maybe, but I don't know. I don't know much about it. Also, I made some changes to the server that I don't even remember now, all of which I made, but I did make some changes. I saw one thing that was very interesting. Was that you could change it so quests, you can change like the threshold for what quests become looked at as low-level quests. So I was looking at that. I changed it to like 7 instead of 3 or something, but yeah, you can change it probably to like a 0 and make no low-level quests. I don't know if that experience change, if that affects the experience or what, but also while we're there, we're gonna go. I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but there's like a random ass demon down here that sells Grom's blood for some reason, so perfect for us. But yeah, so we're gonna go get that done too. So we actually have a good amount of stuff to do here in this zone. Don't know what that's about. We actually have a... Oh, we have like a good amount of quests that we could turn in maybe. It's weird that this is here. Because the other ones weren't, right? I don't remember how it all worked. See, that part I haven't figured out. But I won't be adding it. Oh, that was one thing I turned off. I made it so if, you know, we were talking about this at the very beginning of the playthrough. In Classic, if you need to loot something on the ground, you just have to figure out where it is and click it. But then in TBC and Onward, those things sparkle. Well, one of the core, like, core, not like colloquial core, but like actual Azeroth core things is you can change that functionality. So I changed that to be off. There's a bunch of other stuff I was looking at and tweaking, but I don't even remember half of it. But yeah, so I don't know. Someday that may come into play. I don't remember what we even changed, honestly. These quests are probably worth doing, I guess. We can go and do that real quick too. Didn't plan on doing any more questing though, so I'll probably drop that. I'll turn in this one that's here just because it's here, but these ones that require you to go do something specific I have no interest in doing. Like that quest, we're not going to do that quest. A lot of quests here though, huh? Oh yeah, Jessica Redpath. I forgot about that.
Hey, how you doing? Yo! Have a good one. Keep it real. What's up? Keep it real.
Yeah, well, that's some free experience, I guess. Shall we pick this up?
You need something?
What is this even for?
For the Alliance.
He's giving us a book? We gotta go there eventually, so.
Well met.
I fled Lordaeron during the Great War and was lucky to escape before the Scourge swept through my homeland and turned it into a plague nightmare. I was lucky, but my family was not. I fear they were all killed during the Battle of Duroshire. Duroshire is a village in the Eastern Kingdoms, nestled in the southern hills of what is now the Eastern Plaguelands. Will you go there and search for my family? I miss them so much, especially my little sister Pamela.
Have a good one.
Yeah, so she's dead. Interesting questline though, so I guess we'll pick it up because I'm not really sure. I think it has something to do with Nax, doesn't it?
Greetings.
Yeah, so this is a blacksmithing quest.
See you around.
Hello.
These are blacksmithing quests, so those are that's interesting. I just wanted to check all that because I knew there was stuff here, but we won't be doing any of that. Not on this character. How should we proceed here? Should we go do... Yeah, I guess we should go buy the herbs first. Because that's going to take a lot more effort, I think. Or the second part. The other part's going to take a lot more effort, so... we can then do that afterwards. Yeah, at this point, I'm going to keep the ring off. Like, I'm pretty much... If we do, like... If we go back to questing, like in TBC, then we'll do it. But as of right now, this is... The playthrough is, like, transitioned. Like, it's now Endgame remixed, basically. Classic remixed. So we're done The world's... I mean, it's not even going to be a challenge anyway at this point. We're just way too powerful now. It was barely a challenge before, honestly. Is this like a rare, or what is this? For a quest end. So I'm trying to overhear something that's happening right now. But yeah, it's a really cool area over here. They totally changed this area in Cataclysm. Not like even remotely the same. I don't think the bridge exists anymore. These bears are important for leatherworking. And then there's elite demons here. I got a lot of health. Anyway, we have to clear out a few of these, not a ton. And then there's like a random ass vendor in a cave somewhere. Not really sure what the purpose is, but it is there. I feel like it must be for something. But for seemingly nothing to us important. It's been a while since we fought a mob our own level. But we've also not gone back to our trainer. I forgot about that. That might be a good idea. At some point. Okay, here he is. Vial, exotic reagent merchant. How did you sneak past my jailer minion out there? Well, I suppose it's for the best. Sales have been a little slow. How may I fulfill your infernal needs, Death Knight? Okay, and anyway, he's got nothing really. Bunch of nonsense, but he does have 2 fell cloth and 5 grounds blood. And we just need 4, so that's that quest done, or part of that quest done at least. For some reason that's gonna be purchased from that guy, but not sure what the point of that is. Or what he's talking about. I don't know what's actually in there. I've never been in there. But it goes pretty far. And then there's these like ice giants down below this, but I'm not sure what those are for either. So whatever. Interesting. So this next part actually requires us to go, again, nothing here at this point has changed. I'm doing the same. From now on, everything else is like it is in vanilla, like actual vanilla. So, yeah, nothing new here, but we have to go to Upper Blackrock Spire to finish this quest. So we won't be doing that anytime soon. I also did learn that as well as the Ani Attunement being removed, so also is the Upper Blackrock Spire Attunement, which is disappointing. But I think that quest probably is also still in the game and should be a lot more straightforward. I really don't even know how that works, so I gotta look into that. But I guess if it's nothing interesting, we'll just not do it and just walk in, because it is a bit strange. I like the idea that you have to clear lower before you clear upper, but I don't necessarily like the idea that you have to do like some long and like it shouldn't be as involved, I feel like. So anyway, yeah, a bunch of blue dragons here. This is something I've talked about a lot on this channel actually, without many people realizing it, but it's the only source of blue dragon skills. I think a classic period, maybe outside of some, I don't even know where you would get them, yeah. But so this area doesn't exist anymore in Classic. It's just a bunch of not blue dragons. And the Hallie character is actually a quest giver, if I remember correctly. Hada. Or however you say that character's name. So yeah. Blue dragon scales are a bit of a fascination of mine. I am very entranced by the blue dragonflight. I really like it. I think it's the most interesting dragonflight, and I would like there to be more dragonflight or more blue dragon content in the game. I said dragonflight as a slip, but also in dragonflight, I feel like there was a bit of a lack of it, unfortunately. Obviously, mostly because very few blue dragons still exist. But yeah. Definitely my favorite dragonflight. And I love the idea of how it plays out in Classic, where they are all basically enemies. We also just got a journeyman's backpack. Well, that's cool. Oh, that's 14 slot though, so we already had that. Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of elites here. Presumably not a huge challenge. I guess because we skinned the corpses, they're gone, yeah. Yeah, the idea that the dragons are all your enemies in Classic, and I like that. I think it's quite rare to get a blue dragon scale though, even though you would think it wouldn't be. Ah, there's one. There's our first one. But when I was thinking about the leatherworking playthrough I did, I had a very interesting idea to try to make the scales mean more, because basically you just craft the items and then that's it. You never do anything else with them. So I'd really like to solve that, because they're such a unique, like the different dragon scales are so unique, and there's no real like use for them outside of crafting. Like I think it's like 3 items really for the blue dragon scales. So if we were to do a leatherworking thing again, I think what I want to try to do is some point just like port that character over to here. Like I gotta just look at, you know, what's there and what's not, what's important on the character basically, but yeah, just make like an actual copy of it and bring it over. The hard part will be having all the patterns, that's the thing. Yeah, if I was a dragon, I'd be a blue dragon. As you will know if you watch my my observation evoker time. Character was as basic as possible, and it was simply a blue dragon. Actual rare here, which is interesting. This is one of the rares that we farmed to try to get blue dragon skills in that live WoW leatherworking thing, because there's 3 rares, I guess probably all in this cave in Classic, and they all just get moved out of the cave and still drop blue dragon skills. They're the only source of blue dragon skills outside of Chromagus. So if you have the ability to craft the gear, which we did in the playthrough, the only way to get blue dragon skills, you need like, I think it's like 28 or something like that, is to farm the rares or weekly kill Chromagus and skin it. So it was an interesting playthrough if you've never seen that, but he didn't even drop an item? Wow. I didn't notice if he actually gave good experience or not, but that was weird that he didn't drop an item. I should probably have looked at those. Shit. And we're not taking off the epic at this point. These are actually elites, though. We've gotten quite strong. Highly unlikely we need anything from this cave's loot table, though. I don't know, there's some kind of quest here in Kata. I don't know what it is, but I remember being in here. I definitely never was in here in Classic. This is the first time. In actual Classic, you can skip this. There's like videos on how to not do this. Mana Claw, I don't know. That's relevant in some way, it's an important character. Might as well kill him. And there's the thing we're looking for. I think it's just like protecting the area kind of thing. Yeah, there's a couple of them. Scryer. Neither of them are rare, seemingly. Thought it would be a guaranteed blue dragon skill, maybe. Nope. This guy hits a lot harder than the other ones. That's kind of scary. It's not over yet. We do have our potion still, but that might not even be enough. We're gonna use it now, I guess. And blood helps us. Let's top that with grip. Yes, is that? Definitely. I think we might be right. Yeah. Okay. Strangely difficult. Let's go get this mining node. Hey, it works. Hooray.
Brings you here.
Okay, what is it that you ask of the blue dragonflights? I sense an aura of evil radiating from you, human. What could you hold that emits such an aura? I should have known. A piece of the dragonflight of the black dragon broodmother Onyxia. How revolting. It is a piece of the dragon, a scale, enchanted and transformed. Whole, it could have granted access to the beast lair. Shattered, it is useless. It is possible to repair the item, but to do so would require the blood of a black dragon champion. There is one. He is known as General Dracasath, ruler of the Dragonspawn armies of Nefarian. Perhaps you have heard of him? Return with his blood, human, and I shall enchant the fragment into something that will grant you access to Onyxia's lair. Oh, good. So let's just hearth. Actually, we can probably just die. Where do we have to go next? We have to go all the way down south, so I don't even think... I think it's probably still faster to hearth. Right? Oh, no. That is not true. We have to go to Ajara. And then we go down south. Wait, where the fuck are we? Owlwing Thicket has a graveyard. Okay. That did not save us that much time, but... obviously, it's better than running through the whole cave again. Okay, so that is it for the Ani Attunement. We won't be completing that for a very long time now. But I'm very happy with what we have. And, yeah, I'm really satisfied with it, so... it was fun. It was actually quite fun to make, like, I don't know. I felt like that is what I wanted out of this the whole time. Like, Blizzard has made some great content. Honestly, I didn't want to remake it. Theirs was very, very good. I would have changed some things maybe, but probably if I had access to it, I wouldn't have. I'm really disappointed to learn that the Ani Attunement was removed because it is very good content. But yeah, unfortunately, Blizzard made a strange decision there. It's actually... anyway, yeah, I made a very strange decision there. I don't know why they wouldn't keep the quest. But I guess it's partially because the... no, the prismatic. It's partially because the... all out of stock. The characters don't exist there anymore. I think it's probably the real reason. So, sad, but... it's how it goes. But yeah, at some point, I do want to do like a... like... I want to add quests to questing. To like leveling, you know what I mean? So I'm glad that I got that experience using that program because it's actually a really good program. Like very, very good. You can do a lot, let's put it that way. It's also really cool. What was that? It's also really cool because like everything's here. I didn't realize how much was here. I don't know what a lot of these things are, but like gossip, like I don't know. Not really sure what these are, but Is it just text? How do you do it? No idea. But yeah. Oh, was it in up here? No. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I don't know how to do, but you can pretty much change like all the core stuff here that doesn't require patches. So that's pretty cool. What the hell is that? Martin Fury. Some random like test item, I guess. But yeah, certainly editing creatures, quests, and game objects is far easier than doing it on the actual, like through the actual, whatever it's called, Heidi SQL thing. Fall of Gurabashi. Because it's all connected. It's really cool. Oh yeah, the Troll Legend quests. Even has the spawn and stuff. How about creature? Let's look at that a little bit more while we fly. Although we're almost there. Yeah, it has like everything. Then that's, I guess, I don't know. I don't really understand the whole add-on thing, like why they do it that way, but. Okay, the love potion. 10 giant silver veins. Not sure what we're doing here. I don't think I've ever done this quest, but we gotta get this done before we go back into BRD. It's got the model, that's cool. Resistance. Oh, it's got its spell thing as well. Huh. How do you... Okay, and then you would just need to know the spells, basically, I guess. Very interesting stuff there. Just gonna follow the path here, because I actually have no idea where we're going. This zone is like... to my knowledge, has like almost no content in it. Very strange. I know I have one little hub for Horde, but I don't think there's... Not really sure what's here for Alliance. There's something up there, isn't there? Oh, maybe not. I have no idea. But yeah, this is the zone that we're gonna do stuff in eventually, because there's plenty of stuff in the zone. There's just no quest for any of it. I think really the only thing that the zone offers is the actual water. It's like, maybe we should look at that too. I don't even know what that is or where it starts, but yeah. The water quintessences or whatever those are called. The MC, I don't even know what it is, to be honest, but it had something to do with molten core. Little camp here, what is that? Dragon scale leather working trainer.
What can I do for you?
That's cool. That's a good place for him, really. A good zone for him. Gotta have like a fly around here and just figure out what's going on in the zone, though. I feel like there's gotta be something that's worth exploring. Oh, there's more blue dragons here. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know there were. I thought the only place blue dragons existed was in Winter Spring. It might be true that the only place you can get the blue dragon scales are in Winter Spring, though, because even though you may fight green or blue or red dragons, you don't actually, like a low level one is not going to drop the scales because they are a max level enchant or a max level leather thing, you know? Let's kill a few and see. I don't know. They are elites, so it's just like, why is this here? I don't understand. I definitely need to just fly around the zone because it's like very unexplored in my experience. I don't know very much about it. And then obviously in Kata it changed. It's like could not be different, more different. Well, not conclusive, but enough. I don't care to sit here. We got to get moving. This is gonna be a long one. We're already over an hour, so it's gonna be a very long one. We just gotta find some giants. Then we're gonna have to fly all the way down to Ungoro. Okay, level 53 only. Still have red sickness though. Hopefully that won't be too big of a problem. Not a problem whatsoever. What does it even do at this point? Oh, we just got 3 out of 10 from one mob, so that's nice. So shouldn't take too long then. Maybe that's even a low roll, we'll see. I do like the autumnal feel to this zone. That part's really nice. I know that was a high roll, I guess, because we only got 1 from that guy. Strange quest, huh? This really doesn't feel like it has any connection to BRD whatsoever. Ah, there's the blue dragon scale shoulders. The pattern. That's a BOE, right? I don't know. Yeah, I definitely want to do... there's so much I want to do, man. I could play this server for the rest of the time. And be still probably not satisfied. Probably still have some new things to do. Looks like there's plenty of giants though. Then I think we'll just hearth. Guess it's a long trip back. We'll hearth and fly to Booty Bay. One more time to Booty Bay. Finally go do Myzoth. I think we're powerful enough now. Right now we'll fly to Booty Bay and take the boat towards Ungoro. Probably the fastest. I don't know, maybe not, but don't really want to ride all the way back. One more kill needed. Ooh. Who's that? Ooh. Hold on. That's attractive. What is it that happened? Why is he talking? Wait. Oh, are they not here either? Why is he dead? I'm confused why he's dead. Is this like not what I think it is? Okay, come on, die. We're done, right? Yeah. Spirit of Azurgos. My watch is eternal, mortal. This is for some quest or something, I think. I don't know what it's for. I don't think it's the real world boss. Anyway, let's just hearth. Well, I guess we can look it up. Because we're going to have a lot of travel ahead of us. I wouldn't be surprised if these world bosses aren't here anymore either. It's so sad because we have such potential, but we're limited by such things that Blizzard did.
Greetings. Be careful.
What is it? Oh, part of the Scepter of the Shifting Sands questline. That's not what I thought it was going to be. Back in the day of the server event, players had to speak to the live version of the dragon and kill him in order to progress with the quest. The dragon was overcamped, and to relieve this, Blizzard added his spirit for any player on the questline to talk to, regardless of whether the real version was alive or not. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Okay. That's not what I thought it was. Let's look at Azure Ghosts. What does it even do? It's got a lot of mechanics, probably. See, I thought it had something to do with that thing. I don't know what that is, but... Does he have, like, good loot? Two-handed samurai sword. Oh. Typhoon grants an extra attack on your next swing. We always love those. That's fucking good, wow. Is he existing in Wrath? Is the question. 3.3.3. Just told him a few days ago. My pet bear would take about 3 to 450 damage, and I was able to hold aggro well. Okay. So if a level 78 BM hunter, a guy who didn't even finish leveling through Wrath, says it's a very easy fight, then I bet we can kill these guys. But yeah, there's the AQ stuff too, right? That's always interesting. We have the event, like the actual gates open, but I'm scared to mess with it because I don't know how it works on this. On the classic one, it was easy. There was like some batch script thing that you would run. But doing it here, I'm not sure how it works. Alright, so we're going to take the boats. I think we just missed it, didn't we? I thought I saw it. Hopefully not. We can actually mount here. I don't know that I was here before with a mount. I assume I must have been, but yeah, in Classic you can't mount here. I only learned that recently. That you can on Wrath, but not in Classic. I think there's some other locations like that too. Alright, well, anyway, we gotta wait. There's nothing we can do about it, so. Oh, that was one thing I was looking to try to figure out. On Classic, the Classic equivalent, we had a thing that we can do. I don't remember how we even did it, but I think it was just part of the configs where we could make it so you can just instantly enter a battleground with no queue. Like, because there's not going to be another player, so I don't know what happens here. I guess we'll just leave it on and see what happens, but I don't know how it works. I think there's like a table or whatever you'd say that chooses how many. I remember looking at it. Battleground template, yeah. So there's this. It says min players per team, but I think you still need 2 teams, right? I guess if we put 0 and tried it, it might be interesting. Let's try it with AV. Is there any way to reload that now? Oh, well, obviously we can't do it on this character. Yeah. Reload, battleground, template. Let's get out of the queue. Just in case. And then queue for it. Well, presumably if it worked, it would be instant, right? Well, maybe it's because the character's offline, I have no idea, but let's try it on this account. Yeah, you would think it would, if it was 0 is the minimum, then it would just pop instantly. I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to fix that, unfortunately. Might need to just, if we ever wanted to go into AV, we might need to cheat our way. Okay. This is here, right? Yeah. Golaka, Springs Crater, and Angoro. I think that sounds like the western side of the zone or something. Again, never done it, but we'll find out. So this is not on the map, which is interesting. I actually don't know where this would be, to be honest. Golaka Hot Springs, right? That sounds familiar. I guess we should look it up. I think it's the place where the, yeah, it's on this over here. This is where you run into, the paladin guy. What's that guy's name? He's obviously not here now, but there's like a quest line here for some reason. I don't know if it's in Kata or what, but... Okay, should we kill this guy? Let's see what happens. And dodged a bunch. He's got an enormous health pool, it looks like. I think he's gonna win. Wait, 122k? What the fuck? Okay, it's like a raid boss. He's gonna take the rest of the episode. Let's not fight him. We'll come back someday, maybe. This would be a good guy to fight when we have a leatherworking challenge, but not today. He's just gonna kill us, I guess, so. Let's just die, I guess. Fuck it. That's frustrating, but whatever. That was my own mistake. Did not imagine him to have that much health. A lot of health. Is that guy specific? Like, I know killing them is important for the loot, for the leather, but that was like King Mosh or something, right? What is that? What's the difference? Not sure. God, can't even have recourse. Turn fine minerals off at this point. Or I guess you're not allowed to have it off. You have to pick none, there we go. Because we're probably not ever going to craft anything again. So that's it. Requires Golaka Crater. Why? Wait, is this not where we're supposed to be? Oh, is it like up there or something maybe? Oh, there is a quest here. Oh, Crackle. What is this quest?
Talk to me.
Fire Plume Ridge quest. Yeah, okay. That's probably here, huh? Yeah. Alright, we're done. You know what we'll do, since we are not able to hearth right now? We will... Deathgate. Kind of silly because we're just going to do it again, probably. I mean, we only need 3.5 bars, pretty much, so... But yeah. Let's do it. What's left quest-wise? Not much. Just finish the dungeon now. Our next goal is to farm out the Iron Foe. Oh, I always come down here, but this is not where you're supposed to go to train. Is this like a rested area? I don't even know. Okay, so we get rank 2 of Bloodstrike, which is a pretty big deal, I think. What's the difference? Yeah, 42% damage is the same, but it goes up to 124 extra damage. Which is increased still, I think that number is increased by, so that makes Bloodstrike I imagine largely better than Blood Boil on single target now. Yeah, definitely, because it's already, the number is already higher. But then we also have Strangulate, which is interesting. It requires a blood rune though. But I guess it's useful. And that is it. Let's see what we get at 60. Okay, so nothing for a while on that tree. Oh yeah, weapon enchants, but we're probably never going to use them. Corpse Explosion rank 1, we already have that. So that's weird. Death and Decay, that's an interesting one. Not really sure how good that is though, to be honest. Is it just a tanking spell? Plague Strike rank 2, or that's rank 1 again. So yeah, nothing really. Or did we look at Frost? Icy Touch 61. Alright, yeah, honestly, it's probably like we're pretty much done with good spells, I think, so. Alright, well, hopefully this is the rested area and we'll just log out here. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any commentary on the Ani stuff, please leave it. I have to say that was a moment of passion. That was a big passion thing there to be able to make that done. And to change it. I feel like it was really kind of exciting to change it. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.